So hey guys, I know I already recorded a video today. Ha ha ha, I'm a dork and I'm unable to sleep because I've been in a hospital bed all day. But anyway, with it being Valentine's Day, I actually kind of got to thinking a lot about past relationships. Sorry, I'm trying to find a really good light and where you won't have a glare. Oh my god, there we go. That's better-ish, you still have a lovely little like screens there, but it's okay. Anyway, I got to thinking about relationships and past ones I had had and people that I didn't take chances on, and my friends who always sit there and complain about not being comfortable going up to a guy that they find attractive and that they're scared that they're out of their league or something like that, or um, just different things like that. Um, and I just kind of want to share my thoughts considering it's Valentine's Day. I mean, you can watch this, you can not. We'll see how it goes. But anyway, um, I mean, the biggest thing that I kept thinking about is the fact that there's so many people who put other people out of their league. And they don't want to talk to them because they sit there and like, oh, this person would never want to talk to me. They'd never find me attractive. We'd never have anything in common. Just crazy. Crazy things like that. Like, I can't believe there are people who think this way. And some of them are the most beautiful and outstanding people that I know, and I'm just sitting here going like, nobody's out of your league. Nobody. You don't know what type of person you're going to have things in common with. You don't know what type of person you're going to find attractive. You don't know who they find attractive. You don't know what they're going to enjoy about you as a person. And in the end, what have you got to lose if you do say something to them or do put yourself out there? Like, I mean, yeah, you could not have them in your life as much anymore if something went bad, but I mean, at the same time, if you're really in that type of relationship with them, do you really talk to them all that much anyway? Are you really going to be destroying a friendship or anything like that? And in the reality, probably not. And if they are a person that is a really good friend of yours and anything, most of the time they're just flattered and they don't really take it badly. But even if it's somebody you don't know, like, so many girls I know are just like, oh, he's so beautiful, oh my gosh, he's the greatest person I've ever seen in my life, I want to talk to him, and they don't do it. They chicken out and won't go up to him, and I'm just, like, sitting here going, like, some of these people you never have to see again unless you want to. Some of these people you never have to talk to again unless you want to. And you could be missing out on some of the greatest memories of your life. And it's fascinating to me that there's like people who still sit there and think of these guys, like even in college, like we're in college now, and there's girls that I know who sit there and go, this guy is so out of my league, he like plays football, or this guy, he's like this big actor, or this he's famous on YouTube even though we're friends, or I've seen him around campus, or this guy's this great singer, this guy's a DJ downtown, this guy is head worship leader at the youth group I go to, this guy plays drums, or like even with guys, there's so many guys doing the same thing, like this girl is head cheerleader, this girl is like head of her sorority, this girl is doing all these things with her life. I had guys say it to me, they're like, you're doing so many things with your life and I'd hate to like get in the way of it. And then I'm sitting here going, I was thinking the exact same thing about you, being like, you're head of your like fraternity, you're captain of this team, you're in all these classes, oh, you're a business major, I'm a theater major, we're not gonna mesh, or something like that. And I sit there and go, why do we do this to ourselves? Like, we sit there and turn ourselves down before we've even given them the chance to. And honestly, we just need to take the leap into building these friendships and relationships and bonds. And even if you just have one great conversation with this person, you're going to know so much more about them and even just about yourself. There are moments that I've sat there and like, I've learned so much about myself from one teeny conversation I've had with a person that I'm not even that close of friends with. And it's been magical and amazing. And there's some people that are like my closest friends. Closest friends. Like one of my friends who just graduated from NYU, me and him would not have been friends at all if I hadn't of just been like, oh my gosh, you have the coolest laptop ever. Da 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 da. And we bonded over music and art and all these different things, and we have so many similar interests, and he's one of the greatest people I know to talk to. He's a brilliant person, and I would never have gotten that experience and that great of friendship and stuff if I hadn't talked to him. And I would never have found my passion when it came to like using theater and stuff to help other people and like singing to help other people if I hadn't have gone to see his show, and I hadn't talked to one of my friends, Alicia, and I hadn't gotten to experience how theater affected these people at the Ronald McDonald House, because we went on a touring group there once, and I had one conversation with a man afterward just talking about how fantastic he felt just having us come and perform for him on a day that most people wouldn't have come to do. Like, he felt great just having somebody take the time to do that for him. And there's so many people that, like, I didn't know I had such an impact on their lives just from saying hello to them, or like acknowledging them, or like talking to them and being like, yeah, no, I totally remember talking to you, you were a great person, like, what's going on in your life? And some of these kids are like, some of these people are like kids, they're like 7, 8 years old, and some of them are older adults who are like 40, 50, and it's amazing to know that just like a simple hello, or a simple conversation, or a simple moment, or a simple like friendship that you had with somebody, even if it was short-lived or if it's long-lived, can have such an impact on a person's life. Like there's one girl that's like, I never considered us really good friends. I just considered her somebody that I worked with a lot, and that I acknowledged her when I saw her, be like, hello, how are you, da 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 da, and talk to her. And she literally told me this past year that she hadn't had any friends, that she had come to this camp that we worked at because she was trying to find an outlet for her life and everything, and something fun to do, and that she literally had thought of killing herself just because she didn't think anybody cared enough to even just say hello to her. And I'm not saying like, oh, I'm this great person because I saved her life or anything like that, because I'm not, because there are other people like me who did the same thing for her. But it's the fact that me saying hello, or me taking the time just to get to know a person for who they are, can have such a big influence on them. Or the fact that there's some people that it's like, I would have never had the first love I had if I hadn't have just started talking to him and just been like, you know what? I don't care anymore. I'm getting ready to go away to college. I wanted to go to an art school. I don't care if I fall in love or find the man of my dreams or anything anymore. If I enjoy spending time with this person, I'm going to talk to him, and I'm going to get to know him, and I'm going to spend time with him. And I wouldn't have found that person. I wouldn't have fallen in love and thought I was going to get married and all this other stuff. No, yeah, we broke up. Yeah, it was terrible, but I wouldn't have had that experience and that wonderful part of my life if I hadn't have just been like, I'm going to talk to this kid. He's fantastic. I wouldn't have had one of the best dates of my life. I wouldn't have had one of the best friends of my life if I hadn't have done stuff like that. One of my best friends and I would not be best friends if he hadn't sat there and been like, I have the most humongous crush on you. But I was dating somebody at the same time, and I was like, I'm flattered, and honestly, like, you're a great person. And, like, we became friends just because we both had the guts to sit there and go, I kind of like you. I mean, I can't like you in that way right now, but I like you. And he's one of my best friends now, and I can't picture him not in my life. And I mean, it's not just like romantic relationships that stuff like that happens in, but there's so many girls that I see out there who are so discouraged and sit there and go, I've never had a boyfriend, and I never think I'm gonna have a boyfriend, or I've never kissed a guy, or I've never done anything. And I'm sitting here going like, why don't you just let yourself? Like, one of the best kisses I had was a guy that I had known like 2 weeks, and he just was like, I felt like kissing you. You're the most beautiful girl I'd met, and I had to kiss you. And it inspired me. I did that to a guy, and it was great, and it was spontaneous, and no, it didn't turn into a relationship or anything, but it was one of those moments that's like, if I chickened out, I would never have that memory. I would never know how I felt about stuff like that. And it's like, sometimes you have to put yourself out there and take the leap, otherwise you're never going to get to experience something so magical and beautiful. You can't just wait for the right guy or the right girl to come up to you, or the right friends to come up to you and be like, hey, we should hang out and talk and be awesome, because there's not that many people who are like that. There's so many people who are so shy and so scared to do those type of things. And honestly, we need to open ourselves up to the fact that there's so many people out there and so many great things out there to experience, and we just have to let ourselves do it. If you like somebody, go tell them. If you want to be with somebody, go tell them. If you just want to tell somebody they're the most attractive person you've seen since high school, go. Do it. Because you don't know what you're going to be missing if you don't. Yeah. I mean, this is a really long video now, and I apologize, but I hope it reached someone out there, I guess, because, like, I'd hate to sit there and think that, like, so many of you who are beautiful young women and men and so smart and so talented are hating yourselves because you don't think there's a person out there for you, or you don't think there's a man out there or a woman out there or somebody out there who wants to be with you, because they may just be as shy as you are, and they may be the person that you've sat next to in class for years and you just haven't had a conversation with them because you didn't think you'd get along, but you could, and it's a great feeling when you do. So my dare to you is to go out there and do it. Whatever is one of the things that you have been holding back and regretting not doing, do it. If it's that boy that you haven't talked to since high school and everything, and he was your biggest crush in high school, send him a Facebook message just being like, I thought you were the hottest boy in the class. Or if there's this boy in your class that you don't ever talk to and everything, but you think's cute, give him your number. If there's this girl that you think is the cutest thing ever, go up to her and tell her how pretty you think she is. One of my days was made because this guy just honked his horn out, and said, you're beautiful, don't forget it, while driving down the road. Things like that make people's days. Things like that build friendships, build relationships, build everything, build people. And it's crazy how many people stop doing those things. So, if you're still listening, I dare you to go do that, and I want you to comment below if you actually watched this and are actually going to do it, what you did. And I'm going to sit here, and for every dare that, or everything that you guys do that doesn't turn out somewhat well, or something good doesn't come out of it, and you tell me, I'll go do a dare. Sorry. I'll go do a dare of your choosing. You can dare me to do whatever you want, whether it's to go kiss this boy, whether it's to go skinny dipping, whether it's to sing in the middle of campus because I'm terrified to do that. Anything. You dare me to do it, and I'll do it if whatever you do doesn't turn out in a somewhat good way. Okay? Bye. Bye.